Our next speaker, we're going to take a little bit out of order as we wait for people to arrive. We're going to invite our former District 5 supervisor, who I think is a remarkable person, who has a social justice warrior, a democratic socialist, and someone who strives for the goals we all value: healthcare, housing, fair treatment by police, social justice, equal treatment of everyone, opportunity for everyone, affordability for our neighborhood, and so much more. He's done a lot for District 5. He inherited us because of a redistricting, and I'm so glad he did. I'm so glad. May I invite Dean Preston to the stage. Thank you, Dean. Thank you.
Thank you all so much, and congratulations on the award, and congratulations on 10 years of the Tenderloin People's Congress. So it is an honor to be here with you all to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the People's Congress. I want to congratulate the founders, some of you whom you've heard from, the chairs and co-chairs over the years, and all of the members, individual members and organizations that come together to make this a leading voice for the Tenderloin community. Congratulations on all your work over the last decade. Now, San Francisco faces what can only be described as an existential crisis. The question is, who gets to live here? Who gets to live here in San Francisco? Is it a city only for the rich? Or will San Francisco continue to have a thriving working class? And nowhere is that fundamental question more relevant than here in the Tenderloin. The Tenderloin remains one of the only neighborhoods in San Francisco where immigrants and seniors and people with disabilities can actually afford to live. And it's an amazing working class neighborhood filled with incredible residents and small businesses, community organizations, so many of which are represented here today, and an incredible, rich, and diverse history of activism, art, and culture. And I want to say this, it's very important. This did not just happen. This community did not just happen. Real estate capital, billionaires, and other wealthy interests have had their sights on the Tenderloin, a centrally located, architecturally beautiful, incredible community. And you, through your activism over the years, have held those forces of capital, of wealth, and of billionaires at bay to make sure that this could be a community where working class people, immigrants, low-income people can actually live. That happened through your organizing. It happened through the pressure you and your predecessors put on City Hall to rezone this district, to protect residential hotels, to prevent evictions, to prevent conversions of rent-controlled housing and of SRO units. Every one of those things that have come together to protect this community were driven by so many people who are in this room today and the people on whose shoulders you stand. So the Tenderloin's answer to the existential question of who gets to live here is everyone. So my connections to this neighborhood and this district go far back, long before I was supervisor here. They stretch back over 30 years. I went to law school here around the corner at the law school formerly known as Hastings, now UC Law. I practiced law here representing tenants against evictions and fighting for repairs of their homes. And I was proud to represent Tenderloin residents for years in the courts. And then when I was fortunate enough to be elected supervisor, proud enough to be able to represent Tenderloin residents in City Hall. And after redistricting, there's one organization that stands out that came to us at the time. The chairs were Curtis and Liza. It was the Tenderloin People Congress who came and met with us monthly and made sure we were centering this community in all of our policy work. And we did big things together. And I don't have time to go into them all, but I will just say this. We won $10 million for SRO elevator repairs. We helped make the Tenderloin Community Action Plan, which was birthed by the Tenderloin People's Congress, a reality, and get $4.5 million into the community. We reduced street homelessness together by over 20%. We secured $8 million of federal grant money for safe streets and open spaces. We made intersections safer for pedestrians and wheelchair users. We expanded community ambassadors together. We created the city's first overdose prevention plan. We landmarked Turk and Taylor to honor the Compton's cafeteria history. We passed the neon sign ordinance and lit it all together at the Cadillac Hotel to preserve that history of the neighborhood. We saved the farmers market together. We funded tree planting that has gone up all over the neighborhood. We broke ground on affordable housing projects like 180 Jones, and most importantly, we stopped thousands of evictions by banning evictions, by extending a right to counsel to all tenants facing eviction, and by passing and implementing the biggest local rent relief program in United States history, disproportionately benefiting tenants who were struggling in this neighborhood. Now, my friends, my time is up. Our sign keeper has been dutifully telling me that for the last 20 seconds, but I can't end without saying this. We all know there are challenges in this neighborhood, particularly around public safety and public health. We also know, but City Hall often forgets, that the members of this community actually know what the solutions are to those challenges. And that when City Hall is doing well, it is doing well because it follows the leadership of you all, and that is where the Tenderloin People's Congress comes in. For far too long, City Hall has taken a paternalistic, often classist approach in assuming they know best for this community. And what needs to happen is the reverse. To follow your lead, to get a grocery store in the Tenderloin, to make the streets of the Tenderloin safe, to make sure people aren't living at fear of eviction and displacement in this community, and to listen and follow the leadership of residents. So that is my hope for the Tenderloin. I want to tell you this, no matter where I am, in office or out, I am available, deanprestonsf.com. Tell me where to be. I'll be there to support your incredible work. Congratulations on 10 years. It's a huge milestone. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor. Outstanding.